So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted the theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. CrazyCatLady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair educational for and entertainment purpose. It's like it's all they did. Well, those years ago. See? No, I don't want to do any more of it.
Alright, hi everyone, Martha here. So, since we're getting Merida on 20th in Disney Trinity Valley, I decided to watch Brave again and review it for you guys. Now, this one's not really one of my favorite Pixar movies. It probably always will be Ratatouille, but I still do like it. I like it that it's one of those unique ones where the story is about the mom and the daughter. There's so many Disney movies out there that focus on the father and the daughter's relationship. Like, for example, Little Mermaid. So I do like this movie for that reason, that it's mostly them learning to mom learning to let her daughter make her own decisions, and a daughter learning when something she does wrong, she has to blame herself for it, and also all the Scottish stuff around it, because every time we look around, we see more Scotland. This movie, and I think this is supposed to take place, even though this is like supposed to be like way ancient Scotland. So I would say way before. Let's go with Braveheart, because like Braveheart's supposed to be the end of this era of Scotland. So this movie's about a princess named Merida who having to choose between three different lords' sons to marry. She does not want to marry any of them, even though her mom wants her to. So she decides to have them do an archery contest, because like them, she's the firstborn, and she can go shoot for her own hand. I can't do a Scottish accent. And she shoots bullseye into all three of with her arrow, and she does break one, because one does go into bullseye, and she breaks it. Kind of reminds you a little bit of Robin Hood. And her mom wants her to still choose one, and so she ends up breaking a tapestry that has like a picture of all of them, like a family portrait for us. And she goes, and her mom also like tries to burn her bow and arrow, her bow, but she gets it out of there after her daughter runs away onto her big old furry horse, and goes to this. I know it's not Stonehenge, because that's in England, but these rocks do remind me of something like that. I'm trying to remember what these are called. Hold on, let me look it up. Okay, so the closest I'm going to get to those Sandals rocks, Clash and Trucial. I'll make sure how to spell it for you guys. And she like follows like these little wisps, who the movie does say that there's little spirits. When the mean bear that took away her dad's leg in the beginning of the movie, when he was a human, he was a prince. So she goes to a witch where everyone thinks is Boo, but I don't know, because you pause, you see Solly on one of the wood carvings. She gives her a little treat from her cauldron to help change change Merida's fate. And her mom, when she gets back home, she gives it to her mom as a peace offering. Her mom takes one bite from it, and she starts to have like a bellyache or something, and she slowly starts turning into a bear. And she tells her brothers about it, her little brothers, so she can get out of there without nobody seeing her. In which they make put the shadowed puppets in order to get around her dad and the other lords. Which one of his name's Ward McIntosh after Steve Jobs, since this movie came out around the time where he died, and since Steve Jobs may help make Pixar. They had to honor him by making a character named Lord Macintosh. So yeah, and at the very end of the movie, he becomes one of the Wisp, which if you want to have it say, thank you Steve Jobs at the very end of the credits, you have to watch the DVD version, because for some reason Disney Plus is against putting thanks in their movies. Luckily I do have a copy of it. I just think that's stupid. They get the mom and the Merida get out of there and try to find the witch. They get like a freaking answering cauldron where she has to tell her what how to fix the problem. They had to mend their bonds, basically, where they have not just so both of them has to admit that they were wrong, not just the mom, because the mom's not the only one that's in the wrong here. The daughter is, because she's the one that fed her the treat to begin with. After they cannot find the witch, they had to wait like 2 days, and she has to teach her mom how to hunt for fish. But every once in a while, her mom acting like a bear. She like tries to attack her a couple times, but she snaps out of it really quickly. And they had to go back there after they realized that they had to mend the soap. They had to fix the tapestry, and they follow one of the wisps that shows them that the bear that their dad hurt at the beginning of the movie was a prince. So, and how he got stuck that way. So she doesn't. So her mom doesn't end up like the prince, and also now her brothers also took the treat, so they don't end up like the prince too. And they get back there. The Merida explains to the lords that she's not gonna marry any of the princes and let the child make their own decisions in the prince's degree, because they don't want to marry her anyway, or let it one of them win her heart. If she ever, or she doesn't want to marry everyone, she marry when she's ready, if ever, basically. And their mom's like try to get to the room, but she keeps on stopping and looking like she's like a bare skin. And she tells her the lords and her dad to go downstairs to go and get like some alcohol, basically. And the dad tries to go and tell his wife that his daughter fixed the problem, because he does not know that his wife's a bear. And he finds his wife's dress torn from when she got turned into a bear. So he thinks that his wife got killed by the bear. So he's looking for the bear, and he sees the bear. His wife's like starting. The mom's starting to think that she's a bear again, act like a bear, and so she tries to attack the daughter, and the dad tries to protect her, but Merida tries to stop her so she won't hurt the mom, and she ends up slashing her, but slashing him and goes out. The bear runs away when she realizes that Merida got hurt, and the dad goes after her, but he locks Merida in there because she's speaking nonsense and saying that the bear is her mom, and she gives the key to like the cook or the maid and tell her not to let her out. But her little brothers, who are now bears, attack the maid/cook and get the key back in order to help their sister and also help themselves and their mom. And so she protects her mom, but then the Maudunga comes, that's the prince bear, comes and attacks them, and the mom has to be a mama bear and protect her cubs, basically. And she ends up winning by using her smarts, because she used one of the stones to land on top of Maudunga, and he ends up being killed. But he looked at his body and says, I pretty much wanted to die because I don't want to be a monster. And she puts the tapestry after she sews it, but she sewed it in. She was waiting for her brothers to get the key from the maid, and puts it on top of her mom. And the sun's coming up because it's been now 2 days, but she realized it's not working because she did not admit that she was wrong. Her mom did, because she helped her mom help her tell her what to say in order to get past the lords, to let her not have to marry those guys. Now it's Merida's turn to admit that she was wrong. And she hugs her and says, "I'm sorry that I turned you into a bear." And her mom ends up turning back to a human after they both admit they were wrong. Sad. Her husband goes over there and covers her, so she does not, because since she was just a bear, she's naked, and they send the lords home, the other lords, and the movie ends with the mother and the daughter riding on their horses. So I do like it. I mean, it's a little bit too much I think it's a little too much like Brother Bear, but I can see a little bit differences. I really wish they would not use bears twice, but what are you gonna do? That's like the only thing I really hate about it. I really wish you turned into something else, but what are you gonna do? I'm probably gonna give this one like a 8 out of 10. So I'll see you guys later. Can't wait for us to get married in 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys later. Like you're describing. Now I gotta go watch. I already did watch something for Hades. Now I guess go watch something for Glenn Rider. So bye bye. Like, favorite, subscribe.